So I built this rig for my car, and it's time to make a few upgrades to it. See, as I lay in the back here, as you can see, my head, feet are still out the back, and my head hangs over. So I'm gonna build an extension that folds, that'll hold my head. So we're gonna do that. So I bought these brackets on Amazon for like $9 for 2 of them. So they lock into place, something like that. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to mount these to the front of here so that when I need to drive, as the seats are pulled forward here, I can have it down. And then when I need to sleep, I pull them up. So to get the most amount of space, I can actually stretch this out a little further. So we have about, I think the furthest we can go to clear is about 14 inches. We measured 14 inches from here. So we're actually gonna fill this with a extra piece of scrap wood so that it sits flush against. But yeah, I'm gonna do that now. So let's get to cutting. All right, well, my table saw is out of commission right now, but that means we are just going to rip a 2x4 in half to put on this leg and then also this leg. I don't know how to point like this. Yeah, that leg. This one. To mount the brackets to. So I'm gonna do the sketchiest thing possible. Now I'm looking to mount these mount these brackets like this. What I want to do so that I am able to run boards all the way across without bow in the middle is run a 2x4 across. So we need to level this so that I can actually get a 2x4 in here as well as a 1x3. So something along the lines of such, we'll level this out so it's like there. And ironically, the bracket sits right at the bottom of this board that I cut. The 2x4 sits pretty flush. So I'll probably just, mount it just like this and then figure out a way to mount these to the leg. And then we'll go from there. All right, I got 2 pieces, 2 12-inch foot-long pieces. These are gonna be the side walls, the side pieces of the frame. Then we're gonna run, we are going to run 2 smaller pieces. All right, so we got our 2 8-inch pieces and our 2 12-inch pieces. So we are going to run 2 furring strips up to the 8-inch piece, and then we're gonna run 1 more to the 12-inch piece. So I'm gonna cut those now. So I take back what I said at the beginning because I forgot that 1x4s are actually not 1x4. They're only 3.5 inches. So yeah, we're at 7 inches with 2 of them. So if we add 1 more, we'll be at 10.5 and that'll still fit. So we are gonna do 3 boards across. instead of making the cut, we're just gonna make 3 boards across and then add the hinges on, and then go from there. And boom, they're cut off. So just like that, we got our extension. So now I want to mount these so that they are flush. But first, we are going to mount these brackets to the wall here so that we can install our brackets. I think we're gonna have our brackets just flush to the bottom. We have 2 1/4 inches coming down. So we need our bracket to be 2 1/4 inches, which is sitting flush right here, roughly. Sitting flush and sitting flush with the bottom. So yeah, we're gonna put these in. And just like that, we got both of our brackets on. So what we can do now is we can, a moment of truth actually, sitting pretty flush. But I'm gonna put this up on the table. Sitting perfectly flush. But it's pretty plumb to me. Yeah, all the way out. So if we attach this here, I think I gotta take a little, see, I got a gap here, so I gotta take a little bit more off of this board. All right, and just like that, we're sitting flush against all the way down. We are ready to mount this. And voila, we got our extended headrest. Let's go get it in the car and see if it fits. I am not entirely sure how to get this in. Probably a better way to do this. Not sure how yet, but all right. See how it sits. Does this clear the console? Ooh, baby, it does. We got an extended headrest. Oh, now the question is, how do I lock it by myself? All right, I gotta do something like this. Oh, shit. So unlock it, lower it, something like that, and then raise it back up. But it can definitely hold my head, which is about all I needed to. I would say this is a success. And then to put it back down, we can just let it fall like that. And my seat goes back. Sits flush with the build, and it's all compact. All right, well, we got our extended headrest. So that's it for part 3 of my Bronco camper van build. Stay tuned for part 4 where we build the kitchen on the road. So yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.